Hey, what's up YouTube? This is the Flamingo Sahara from Glidr Co. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So as most of you know, I just got this yesterday. And everybody wants a little review on it, so here you go. So I flipped it a lot yesterday, so I think I'm pretty able to talk about this now. So the first thing we're going to discuss is the design. So first we'll get the blade shape out of the way, which is one of my favorite aspects to this knife is design, and that blade shape is immaculate. Very, very beautiful. Look at that. God damn. They always take a lot of their time in design, and all of the divots in there are chamfered, which is pretty cool. And the spine is crowned. So now we get on to the handles. So first of all, this color is beautiful. And then we're obviously going to talk about how the pivots are PVD coated T10 screws. Same thing with the Zen pins. And then we're going to talk about this grip. So the grip is actually kind of impressive because with rounded handles, normally any rounded handle balisong would easily just fly right out of your hands. And that's exactly what I was expecting with this, which it does happen in a little bit of the cases, but most of the cases where I thought it would happen, it kind of doesn't, and it's mainly due to this amazing grip. Because like when you're holding on to this, does it slide this way? Yes. Does it slide that way? Yeah, it slides on your finger. But the cool thing about the grip is pressure, because once you apply pressure, it's stuck where you need it to be. The second you stop this knife, like in a fan for instance, the second you apply pressure, this thing's coming to a dead stop. And that's due to the grip. So the grip's not mainly meant for, not there to be a slide, I guess, because you kind of need a slide to happen when you're doing different tricks. You don't want this thing to be too grippy like sandpaper. Which is another thing that I could say is this is not uncomfortable either, because a lot of people might also think that this grip is too much because it's all over it, but it's actually not. This slides easily. Not as easily as something that's flat, of course, but the main pro to this grip is being able to like dead stop anywhere, just like boop. See, like you can control this thing all the way through any turn you need, because the second you apply pressure, that's where it's stopping. So the flaw is that if you're doing fans, for example, like me, I know exactly where to stop the knife, and most of you might as well. But that's the thing, like let's say you're going for a fan and you dead stop it here. See, that's the problem with the rounded handles and grip, is that if you dead stop it at a place where it's not supposed to stop, I guess, like right there, instead of bringing it all the way through, then yeah, you're gonna have problems in flipping. And then I want to talk about the rollovers as well. So the rollovers are something that a lot of people, including myself, thought was going to be a big problem with this knife. And it's actually not even a big deal. So if most of you flipped a lot of balisongs, you'll know that over time, any balisong you own could get looser. Now, when a balisong is loose, a lot of people actually like that, because when you do rollovers, it kind of helps them in a way. Because with a rollover with a perfectly tightened square knife, it's going to be very biased when it goes over your thumb into the direction it wants to go. But when your knife is loose, then what happens is you can kind of like guide it a little bit with the weight of it, so you can kind of control where it's ending up. And with this rounded handles, that's actually exactly what's happening. See, I thought that this knife would just slide right out of my hand, which it does at some times. But I've sort of gotten used to this knife, and it's really not as bad as I thought it was going to be. But you see there, like there was a dead stop. So that's mainly the only troubles I ever have is the dead stopping because of the rounded handles and the grip. So that's pretty much this knife in a nutshell. And yeah, this is the Flamingo Pink Sahara by Glidr Co. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.